Hello everyone, this is Heather here with Treasured Hometown. Today I wanted to take a minute to show you how to make one of these lovely punch rugs. They work up actually very quickly. This one took me, if you combine the hours, probably I'd say about 12 hours total to make, minus the cure time for the glue on the back holding it. They're super fun, easy, and remember, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know what you think about this project right in the comment section.
First part of making our rug is we'll need to build a frame. I made this one just simply by a stick of 2x2, an 8-foot stick, and then I cut it down to size and screwed it together in the corners in order to support it. So for next step, what we'll need to do is take our monk's cloth and staple gun it around the outside to hold it to the frame. From here, I've just uploaded my image that I'm going to put onto my rug right through Cricut. And I'm actually using the Cricut to cut out the image. Main thing to really watch out for, because there's lettering, especially mirror your image so that whenever we put it on, it doesn't come up and finish in reverse. So now that we have our canvas, our monk's cloth all stretched out, our neck and our design laid on, next step is we're going to use our punch needle. This is just a simple one. I bought it off of Amazon. I think it was about $10. I'll go ahead and link it in the description box below. So to thread this, we're going to take our little weaving end piece and place it through the hole in the front of the needle. And then make sure it goes down the tube of the needle center until the end. Spread the wires apart,
thread in our yarn. I'm using a number 4 weight yarn for this because it seems to fit this needle just perfectly. Pull the yarn through and remove our threader. Very simple and easy in order to load it. Now from here we're going to start punching to create our design. So I'm actually going to start right here. And so to do this, we just take our needle, go into the fabric, and punch through. We're going to pull our end here through. Now we're just going to leave this nice and keep extra, so working end loose, just a bunch of loose yarn sitting on top of our table, just so whenever we're punching it doesn't bad up and shorten up any of the punches. And then we're just going to come up, go over a little bit, and right back down, up and down. Alright, just to show you, I've gotten all of the back punched. And now here is the front side. We do have all these little strings where I had to start or stop. These are pretty easy. You can cut them off as you go along or at the very end, however you wish. Now next step is to come in and do our offset color. I'm going to be using a red and start filling in the spaces in between and the outside of the rug. I do like doing like the outlines and whatnot first, just because it gives me more of a sense of accomplishment whenever it starts coming all together, and I like to make sure that the main focus is the main design that I put inside of the rug, so I'd like to complete that one as the first step. When you're finished with all of your punches, your next step is to apply the adhesive to the back. Some people choose not to do this. I chose to do it because of high traffic and whatnot throughout my home. I simply used a carpet adhesive onto the back to hold it all together. I'll actually add a link of where I purchased it from in the video description box below for anyone interested in getting some. But you're going to want to work all that adhesive all the way around the entire of the back of the project. This is where we added our punches through the moleskin into, and you want to make sure this is fully covered up, and then once you're done, set it down and allow it to fully cure. Now, in order to remove all of our staples, I'm just using a simple small flathead screwdriver. I picked a small one because it was easiest to get underneath of the staples. And we just pop under that staple and start popping it up. Now, like this one, it got caught with one side. I'm using a pair of pliers and just pull it out. And we're going to work around the entire edge of our frame and pull out all of these staples. Now from here, we're going to just start cutting out the rug from the monk's cloth. So I'm going to leave probably about 1 inch from the edge of the rug and the edge of the monk's cloth. And I'm just going to go all the way around and cutting off all the excess cloth. Right now, we're going to come in, and I'm going to start right here into this little inside corner. We're just going to trim our monk's cloth back, and we're going to work on taking the monk's cloth and pulling it back. We're going to make a little bit of a lip. Just going to take our glue gun. We're going to pull it to hold it back. And I'm going to leave so that my rug has a little bit of tuft, so it's coming out a little bit onto the side. I'm just going to work all the way around. The edges, and I'm just using a hot glue gun. Now at times your cloth is going to bunch up, kind of like right here I'm coming into. So what we're going to do is just cut kind of a little V whenever it bunches up. And this makes so you can push your section that you're working on down and then continue. So it allows you to, without having a huge gather, to continue working around the edging. So now that I've got the entire back, all the edges here glued down, what we're going to be working on next is normally you would use sort of a non-slip rug mat to glue onto the back, but because I have Malinois and this is never going to stay, I'm going to use just this black fabric, and I'm going to simply glue it down onto the back of my rug. Just start by smoothing it all out. Then we're going to use the same kind of technique around the edges in order to trim and glue down the backing. And we're just going to work going like this all the way around the entire outside edge until we have our backings all glued down and attached to our rug. Here we are, we've finished the backing put onto the rug. Now for the reveal. There we are, all finished, our loop pile rug, punch rug. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave it a little thumbs up, like. Let me know in the comments section what you think about it. And if you have yet to subscribe, be sure to hit that little subscribe button with that bell notification next to it so you can get a heads up every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.